Today's episode of the More You Know podcast is brought to you by CrowdQuestion, a brand new social communication platform focused on connecting crowds to bring everyone closer to their community, as well as enhancing any occasion. Rather than being a social media platform focused on content and advertising, they're focused on communication and connection. Learn more about the platform and download the app free at crowdquestion.com.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More
You
Know
podcast.
Today I want to share Deepak Chopra's explanation for how the soul and mind interface, as well as a step-by-step process to utilize them to gain new skills, shared in his book Reinventing the Body, Resurrecting the Soul. So our mind, brain, and body are all connected to our soul. The soul serves us to get past the blocks put up by materialism. Along with that, at the same time, it gets us past the faith demanded by religion. And even though the soul is invisible, it can be still mapped out. The human body is a complex system of energy and awareness, and the soul can be defined as the subtler version of those two ingredients. Functioning as your spiritual body, the soul generates and organizes the energy of love, the energy of compassion, the awareness of truth, as well as the awareness of creativity and intelligence. In that way, it fulfills needs that are just as basic as the need of the physical body for food and oxygen. So with this being said, I want to break down a simple map that Deepak's created. So he defines God as equal to infinite energy, love, creativity, and intelligence. The soul is equal to transferring energy, creativity, and intelligence. And finally, the mind-body is equal to the human level of energy, love, compassion, creativity, and intelligence. So what this means is that out there in the universe there's an infinite amount of energy, love, compassion, creativity, and intelligence, which is then transferred to us through our soul, finally reaching us on the human level through our mind and body. And the whole basis for this can be reduced down to a simple formulation. Soul carries the potential, mind carries the intention, and body produces the result. What this comes down to is this is the basic flow chart of life. A useful soul gives you the vision, the desire, and the will to evolve. The mind carries that vision into the realm of thinking and wanting, and then your body receives the messages, and begins to manifest them into physical reality. With understanding this, there's a 4-step process for improving and gaining new skills which I want to go through. The first step is becoming genuinely interested. This requires inspiration, which can arise when you are moved by compassion or suffering in some form, having the urge to help or change the world. From here, step 2 is to pursue your interests spontaneously, and by doing so you're focused on that compassion. After that, step number 3 is to practice until you see improvement. This requires discipline, but you can become motivated by the genuine interest. And finally, step number 4 is to practice until the new skill is mastered. This requires patience, which you'll willingly have with your genuine interest. This awareness and outline gives us insight, and this insight breaks down boundaries. Having this understanding, you're aware that you're connected to the higher powers of the universe. This connection is made by your soul, and you use your mind and body to culminate it into physical reality. There's no doubt so much power in embracing this, and by doing so it will assist with making a tremendous impact in this world and crafting a life of significance. I hope this talk makes a positive impact in your life. Please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching it. Check out other episodes. Leave a review. Follow the podcast on social media at More You Know Pod. And sign up for CrowdQuestion to ask me questions about the episode. Again, thank you for listening as we propel through podcasting with the More You Know.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More
You
Know
podcast.